How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the corner. I'm the DM as always, and we are going to be continuing our witch playthrough. Now, you might notice a few changes. I changed out my helm, mostly because I just didn't like the look of the previous one. And I changed out my shield because it wasn't really giving me a whole lot. I found this one in the store, saw it had some cold resistance, was like, yeah, it seems pretty good. And then I got this one, which had the lightning resist and the energy shield. Decided to upgrade it to the rare version. Unfortunately, that only gave me 7 max mana. Not the greatest, but I like how it looks a lot better, and the shield also looks a lot better. PoE 1's Spirit Shields was kind of held by the very outer, and it was like a ring. It looked kind of dumb. This one looks pretty good. I tried gambling for some wands, because I was going to put on a wand. I was hoping that I could maybe get something for my Bone Storm, maybe increase the physical damage or something like that. Didn't get it, unfortunately, so we went with the Spirit Shield instead. Now, we are going to continue to follow the beast's trail.
The trail of corruption leads
and
east.
We'll see where it
So
leads
east
us.
we shall go. It seems fate conspires to return me to the plains of Vastiri. The Countess has escaped with the beast. Every attempt to control it has ended in cataclysm. We must pursue her to the plains of Vastiri. We should find the Marikath caravan. Only they can lead us through that harsh and unforgiving land.
All right. Let's find one of these.
Well, my lady, we have arrived.
This outpost seems to be part of a trade route, so we should be able to find a Marikath caravan. They are an honorable people, and I have no doubt they will assist us. The Marikath have a cultural history deeper than most know. Theirs is a strict tradition, bordering on brutal, but it is that adherence to shared beliefs that has kept them strong when entire empires have come and gone around them.
All right.
Time is short. Make haste.
The weary traveler grows close to the end of the path. The bread bowl of the world, the verdant land of 7 waters, awaits! Be sure to...
So, the Marikath. Strong-minded women aplenty. I approve.
Really?
The weary traveler grows close to the end of the path. The bread bowl of the world, the verdant land of 7 waters, awaits! Be sure to have your toll ready at the gates. Cloth, gems, metalwares, and coin are all accepted.
All right. That's good to know. Stash. Let me make sure I have this waypoint before we continue. All right. This map, let me just see. This map is also looking pretty juicy, just like Act 1. This is something that I've praised already, but the map design is absolutely chef's kiss, phenomenal, on point. So I look forward to seeing what the rest of these give us. Okay, so that leads outside. I'll let them deal with whatever is over there. Zarka.
You are seeking passage on our caravan?
Indeed.
We cannot travel anywhere at the moment.
How come?
Hyenic.
Time to show them.
Yeah.
You are seeking... Hyenic raiders are harassing the trade route ahead for the time being.
Time to
Well.
show them what I can do.
Yep. I'm going to destroy these little pipsqueaks.
Splinters of bone.
Distinctly brighter, this area, than the last. Just managed to find my second chest piece that has a socket in it. It's a normal item, so that's unfortunate, but I'm sure we will get better abilities and things. Uncut skill gem, number 5. Requires 20 dexterity. I think, let me see. See, I was thinking about taking Ray Zombie or Pain Offering. But to be honest, they just don't seem that good. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, it seems like I think I will go Pain Offering. Just because during like boss fights and whatnot, I can try and use that. I don't know how much health it has, but we'll see. So one thing I'm noticing with my Pain Offering is, one, I use it quite often, honestly. It's pretty good. And two, once it goes away, like a moment later, my guy respawns. And it seems, it might just be mouse targeting, might just be luck, but it seems like it always targets my skeleton warriors. Which, honestly, that's just good for me. Because they aren't the ones that really are doing all of my damage. And in fact, as much as I like this Frost Mage, it doesn't really do a lot when I'm out and about. So, in fact, if I can get 6 more Spirit, I can get another Arsonist. It doesn't do much just because I don't really have any support gems for it yet. But the next time I get a support gem drop, I'm going to look into it and see if I can
Splinters
find...
of bone.
Alright, sockets are starting to drop a lot more often. I just got my second one already. And we only, like, just started this. Really. Started this Act 2. So. Oh, this looks like a boss arena. Oh yeah, this is a boss arena. Oh, I know where this is. I saw it in some gameplay.
Up
Yeah.
there, the leader of the pack.
Oh my god. I thought he was already locked into the direction he was going to fire it. Turns out, he was not.
Splinters of bone!
Turns out he was not. I'll try and enter in from this side. Oh my god. Okay, you cannot strafe that one. You have to, you're gonna have to dodge it. Oh my god. Alright, we stabilized. Back up here. Oh, he healed. Oh shit.
Splinters of bone!
There we go.
Ambush.
But I think I'm gonna have to lower my graphics because apparently our recording is lagging something fierce.
Many corpses.
I'm gonna pause that and see what it goes to. No, I don't want that. I have to just do that. Okay. I might have to cut that boss fight out.
Splinters of bone.
Because I looked over at my recording and it seemed to be lagging pretty hard. We'll see how it actually turns out in the final footage. But, yeah, I don't know. In fact, I'm going to go and look at that footage now, and we'll see. Alright, so yeah, the footage for that boss fight is hella choppy. So I'm probably going to end up just cutting it all out. Yeah, it seemed like it only got choppy towards the end, but even still, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see in editing how it goes.
You defeated the raiders?
If it's only the end of it, I'll
Fate
probably leave
sends us
it in.
a fortuitous stranger. Welcome to the Ardura Agara. You may travel with us in exchange for your service as a Jingak, and you will have nearly the respect of one of our own for as long as you stay.
I guess we'll find out.
The beast is on the move, twisting the desert as it goes, waking ancient dead and unknown horrors alike. The Countess brought it here as part of some nefarious plan. I assume she has allies here. We must track them down and convince them to give up this madness. Those creatures are too coherent and intelligent to be manifestations of corruption. I suspect that they are the descendants of divine tampering. There was a being I once knew in the ancient days, a trickster, who would have appreciated someone to laugh at his ill-conceived humor. What more perfect audience for a sickening jester than a pack of gibbering hyenas?
I am Asala, the Sekima of the Ardura. I care not where you came from, nor what caste you might have been there. All that matters is that you have shown yourself capable in battle, Jingak. Remain a friend to the Ardura, and you shall have nothing but respect from us. So, the beast has entered the world once more. We were following a trail of corruption before we were waylaid, and now we shall resume the hunt. We Marrakech are honored bound to seek and contain corruption wherever it may be found. It seems the sacred duty falls on us once more. The trail connects to 2 locations, but we don't know where the beast currently resides. I am willing to begin wherever you and your shade thinks is wisest.
Ranking status.
Foreigners often misunderstand the concept of the Sekima. I am no dictator, and do not make some pathetic claim of divine right. Emperors are for nations filled with the weak-minded and soft, as history has proven every time an empire falls and we endure. I am Sekima, because others have put their faith in me as the strongest and most capable among us. I lead because there is no better replacement. It is a role I deserve, by definition.
I mean, she got a point there.
This Oriana would find no allies among our Akaras. We are no strangers to the eternal war against corruption. If she has allies in this region, they cannot be of the Marrakech.
That's what's the right word? I can't think of the word.
After the beast of
That's good.
Highgate was slain, all other Akaras vowed to pursue and eradicate corruption should it ever return. Never again will a sole Akara suffer the weight of history. Corruption has returned to the Vestiri. Before this season, the Hyanic warriors you fought would never have dared raid a caravan. The dead have begun to rise again, and other creatures of the desert have started changing. By Zarka's accounts, the land is returning to the way it was before. These are ill times. For glory.
Alright. Okay, let's click this desert map. Kalani Gates.
Why have we stopped?
The Halani gates are closed for the first time in 1,000 years. This can only be related to the beast. We should investigate the Feridan's camp in the halls of Modon and demand answers. Fight to the last.
Okay, let's do that. Go here, actually. Alright. Maldon Quarry.
Our people have lived in the shadows of the dunes for too long. Countless
Sounds like
generations
cheese for a
have been
moment.
forgotten, will be forgotten. We are not Faradin. We are Maraketh. And if we work together, if we unite, then they will be forced to acknowledge us. We must show them that
Splinters
casting
of
us off
bone!
is a mistake. We must show them our strength. Perhaps we can one day rebuild Keth itself. For all those who live in the plains of Vastiri.
Asala has agreed to aid us, exactly as I expected. The beast represents an existential threat to all the peoples of Rayclast, but even beyond that, she seems to be quite driven. She reminds me of a rambunctious young woman I once knew in Keth, who eventually rose to power, attained divinity, and led her people to greatness. Move swiftly.
Huh? Nothing there though. I
Careful
can use.
story. I have a very long official title, but you may simply address me as Zaka. The young ones will harp on and on about our strict traditions, but I'm old enough to get away with it. So I do. My role is that of a keeper of tales. I was chosen by my predecessor, rather than being allowed to become a Dekara or perform other duties. I'm not permitted near combat, for the stories I keep are one of our most valuable resources.
Okay.
We understand the plains of Vastiri through the lens of these words, handed down to us over the centuries. We see what used to lie where sand dwells now, and hear the bold proclamations and lamentations of yesteryear. That is my role, to be the worldly eyes and ears of the Ahadura.
I like Zarka. Zarka, of all of them of this entire like encampment, Zarka so far is my favorite.
This is the tale as it was told to me
We'll see
by
though.
our Akara's Tail Woman before me, and is told to her by the Tail Woman before her. These words have remained unchanged since the beginning. Many thousands of years ago, we were a simple people, hunters, roamers. We moved valley to valley in search of meat and berries. There was none of the discipline we know today, but that was about to change. These fair plains became barren and lightless. A time those generations called the winter of the world. 1,000 years of ice brought hardship and suffering, but that was only the beginning. To the south, the foreign tyrant An fell, and horrible creatures flooded forth under this darkness, seemingly born of bone and blood and foul magic. Survival meant banding together and creating the strict traditions that eventually became what we know today. To fight was to live. Disorder meant death. In the darkest depths of that era, when hope was but a memory, the twin sister Sekimas, Solarai and Landara, arose to unite our scattered peoples for the first time. They wielded the essence of gold and silver, gleaming with such ferocity that the gray skies had no choice but to give way. The creatures retreated under the sands, never to be seen again, and our fair plains blazed with emerald forests and sapphire rivers. This brought about the
happened,
most
I wonder?
glorious age of our people, a time of conquest, wealth, great heroes, and gods that lasted for another 1,000 years. But then, one fell winter, the gods vanished. Our beloved Garukan was the last to succumb, holding on for 2 moons against a powerful innovation. She gave what final orders she could, mandated our traditions be upheld, and then went silent. The Maraketh were not
Why?
disturbed. We did not lose hope. We knew who we were, and those values had not left us with the departure of the gods. When the sky burned, when the Vaal fell, when the Eternals came and sought to be our masters, and then fell as well, we endured. We have protected these fair plains for 304 generations, and we will continue to do so for another
That's a lot.
304. That is our duty and our birthright.
Interesting. So 304 generations, kind of depending on how you quantify that. So generally a generation is between 20 and 30 years. So if we assume 30 years, right, if we're generous, so 304 times 30, that is 9,000 years. Now if we're conservative, that's 6,000. So between 6,000 and 9,000 years, they have remained pretty much the exact same. And this story has been passed down through that entire thing. And if our words are to be believed, that it has never been changed, that story has always remained the exact same, that is impressive. That is extremely impressive.